And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
First carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3rd and inches.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
By Jair Alexander.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Zadarius Smith, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That is caught at the 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
1st and goal, Minnesota.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll run. run with Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
The score, Vikings 7, Packers nothing. Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. Touchdown, Packers! A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer 1st down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Second and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? First carry now for A.J. Dillon. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he comes back with one complete.
Rodgers.
And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. On now, Tucker McCann. On the left hash, this from 48 yards.
A 48-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 12 yards there and a 1st down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now it's 2 straight drives that end with an interception.
And the first time, the first interception, they ended up getting 6 points out of it and taking the lead. Now they have an opportunity to increase that lead after their 2nd pick on 2 drives.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check it back. Throw it back.
Despite a little power on the move, still tackled shy of the 20. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And he'll get this out to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Rodgers.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First down.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Cook. And this will be a Vikings first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback because that was awfully close.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half throwing the football. Charles got 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6.
The kick.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together. and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Ball carrier.
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of
10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, going for, and that's caught inside the 35. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
makes the score Packers 17.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. On play action, now Rodgers. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to let it go again. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
A minute 50 to go here in the first half. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and now to give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. 9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
He was covered by Jair.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play.
With the score.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll give it here to his running back. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. What an excellent run. And from the beginning, the defense just looked a little fooled, a little out of position.
A little bit frozen, too, because when you hand the ball inside, you lose sight of it oftentimes as a defender, and your eyes naturally gravitate to the quarterback. And before they realized it, he was off and running through the thick of the line while the quarterback faked it and carried it outside.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement.
And my goodness, another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a great return as he gets this all the way. close to the 30-yard line.
The first down pass. Intercepted. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Right back to him on first down. He's to the 10. And he'll be out of bounds. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Packers. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Vikings 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
That's the reason you ball for. Circle right twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Kenny Clark make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
It's 2nd down.
On the carry, it's Cook. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
18-yard line.
First throw now for the backup Wentz. Lets it fly for Thielen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. Well, they definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles. That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this third quarter.
And I think the easy thing for us to say is, boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different. I'm not so sure it's that as much as maybe he's just been impatient and forced the ball a little bit. In any event, as you noted, back-to-back interceptions thrown.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
That was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will swell by 1 more. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
42-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. The safeties were well back there, and he had a lot of room. Were they in the cover too?
Yeah, they were, and the safeties were back. You know, usually they're 12 to 15 yards off the line of scrimmage, somewhere around the hash mark for each of them. But what also happens if the linebackers dive into the line, if you block them initially, that blocker can come off of them and get up to the safeties on the second level, and now you've got a big place to run the football.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And to give this time to the tailback. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
The ball carrier.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Hey, 88.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And this offense is running away with this one. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
It's just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Come on, boy. Come on, boy.
Again, it's Cook. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
56 to Mike. 56. Watch the pass.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook. And he'll get this up to about the 40. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Wentz now on first down. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about.
Let's go, team. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Mike 55. Mike 55. Stop your whining.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to have a Packers first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a first carry for their fullback. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. This is where, 4th quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
You say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering whether they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
The Packers on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 4. Has some space here. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
45's the mic. 45's the mic.
And they give this time to the tailback. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darnell Savage. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
Just like that.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. In his own end zone, it's Wentz. And quickly to Thielen here. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him, 15 big yards. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Shotgun now for Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense does cover this one, but back inside their own 5-yard line. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
A sizable gain there of 9 yards, but it's still 3rd and long. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
On play action, it's Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Running for it, here's Cook. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Pick me up. Here we go. Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, eat. Hey, watch this.
And they take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
45.
And they will take a knee here.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
No, 58. 54, Mike. Check. Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4". All day, every day, any day.
Today's final score, Packers.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Green Bay, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Atlanta Falcons next week. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they fall for the first time this season after 6 wins to start the campaign. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some range and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I get it. Yeah. Been the whole time. Can I kick it? Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
Hey, could count on my power, hey, look at my dogs. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the little go miss? Ay, her she was magic, she mixed. Ay, met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive, do what I does. They like years to catch my buzz. He's right here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
I was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you're missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the pastor say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me.
It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Seattle Seahawks. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Play action now, Prescott. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you.
And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown. KJ Hamler with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
Makes the score. Broncos.
McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 22. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, pick your game up. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Here we go, night. He's coming. We got double up. Kill. Good. 12.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Jarrell Casey with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the shotgun, Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 18. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick six. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9.
My next teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. And he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. They got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Here's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to...
And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Broncos will extend their lead. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Brandon McManus to kick off 4.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Jarrell Casey able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Check 25, check 25. Check 15, check 15.
They go play action now. Wilson airing this one out for Evans. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Mike Evans, 82 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. That is good, and that'll make it 20-7.
Is good. Makes the score Broncos 20, Seahawks 7.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. On 1st and 10, Prescott.
He'll go up top here for Hamler.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. He's going to try and go deep again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Prescott from the gun. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
A gain of 12.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion. Really good pickup.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
18 on the play.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Play fake. Here's Prescott.
And going right back to Hamler.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
10 yards.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Denver.
And again, it's Prescott. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down.
Broncos.
From the red zone now, Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The secondary has been roasted in this 1st half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
56 for Mike, boy. 56. Check 56. I'm scared.
Prescott yet again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
McManus's point after is good, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Second and 10 now, Wilson. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards, a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
6-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Watch the run. Hey, check, Mike 21.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 46. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
They'll take over.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Oh, looking for Andrews down. And this is caught at the 20. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. It's a big play there for the Broncos. And even 40 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Touchdown.
Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Broncos push further out in front.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
And they're able to up the lead by 1 more.
Makes the score Broncos 34, Seahawks 7. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Metcalf, incomplete. It's now 3rd and 19.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And he'll take a shot here for Hooper downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here's Carson. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And it's complete. Hooper. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Going for... It's caught inside the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Prescott on 1st down. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Down, Prescott. He's going to look deep down the field. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. If they needed a break, they needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football successfully, I'm not taking sides, but to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Run it. Check it out.
Now a play fake here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Russell Wilson.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
I'm coming. Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
McManus now for the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Broncos 41, Seahawks 14. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 39. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
A second down throw for Prescott. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver, and it's third down. Off the play fake, Prescott. He'll go up top here for Hamler, and almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
A.J. Hamler.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a good...
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. 20, 10, and it's a Seattle Seahawks touchdown. So a pretty wild turn of events there. Instead of a sure 3 points, it's 6 the other direction.
And if you're kicking in the NFL, that should be pretty much automatic, but I don't think that's on him at all. The protection broke down. That led to the block.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
On play action, Prescott. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So that one will be accepted. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And he's going to have a Broncos first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
At the 44-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth.
28.
They go play action here on first down. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And all the way home for a Bronco score.
Complete to
K.J. Hamler. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
the Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Watch QB.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. And even 50 yards.
28-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. He's tight. Go. Good job right there. Good job right there.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
They go play action now. Wilson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this one is incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. But it'll be 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Throwing again here, Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and upports the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They run it with Carson. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
To Chris Carson.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
3rd and 8.
His throw caught at about the 5. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line collected victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. K.J. Hamler, 75 yards. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. In one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. A good rally to the football keeps them to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, he's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9. To throw is Wilson. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Michael O.J. Mudia coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Bradley Chubb. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Prescott from the gun. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Partners, that a little sweet justice for Super Bowl 49 right there?
You know nothing can ever erase the total sting, but that has to feel good, right? To flip it around, be on their own 1-yard line defending, and come up with the interception.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. After the interception, here's Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off with great anticipation. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Broncos.
Extra point from McManus is good, and that will bump the lead up to 26.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. It's picked up by the Broncos.
Oftentimes when we talk about piling on in any subject, it's a negative. In this case, for this team, it's a real positive. Just scored. Now they go down, knock the ball free, get it back. They got a chance to really increase their lead and put themselves in the driver's seat.
On the other side, a little insult added to the injury. They're in a bad. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Jordan Brooks with it. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And that'll be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. But after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Come on.
To throw again, Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Montez Sweat, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lot. He's got a man, complete. He's at the 40, past the 20, 10, 5. A big play there on the catch and run. 93 yards. Continuing to keep their foot on the gas, and it looks like they're just having fun out there. They're loose, they're free, and they're enjoying what the scoreboard looks like.
I'd have to say I agree with you totally. They're having a blast out there all game long. When they throw the football, they're picking up nice chunks of real estate, significant yardage on just about every throw that they make. And there's another one there, and they continue to have that fun that you just talked about.
Today's final score.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Denver, the final 2 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they move to 9-5 with the win. And they will be at home for one next week against the Las Vegas Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they've plummeted now to 3-11. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.